Welcome into Big Z Sports special presentation of our summer interview series. And today we're going to talk a little high school golf. And Joe Geckler here, and I am happy to welcome in the number 39th ranked player in the state of Ohio for the class of 2025 and senior Trace Gibson. Trace, thanks so much for taking time to join us here today and talk about high school golf. And Monday it kicks off. The 29th of July it kicks off for your senior season. Kind of hard to believe that, a couple years ago you were really coming onto the scene and, you played at the state level as a sophomore. You played at the state level as a junior last year, and this year you're starting your senior year. Talk to us a little bit. Let's go back and rewind a little bit to your junior season. You come in, a lot of high expectations for the Garaway Pirates as a team. You guys had a lot of really quality golfers on the team. You fell a little bit short at the districts as a team, but you individually qualified for the state tournament. Talk about your season last year and how it finished up for you.
Yeah, so last year I had a great season. I started off hot and continued to stay hot throughout the whole season. Overall, I think we did great as a team and individually. I think I had multiple top 5 and top 10 finishes at some pretty tough courses and against some tough teams. I do think that last year definitely made me work a lot harder, falling a little bit short, and then district came fast, and I really felt like I was ready for it. I feel like I prepared well and studied the course, did everything swing wise that I could, and really just tried to keep it simple on that day. It was unfortunate that we fell short as a team, but I was really happy to go as an individual.
There's so many good teams in our area at the level at the division that Garaway's in. You run into some of those teams every year at the sectionals, at the districts. How big of a bummer is it that there's only one team that gets out of the districts to go to the state tournament?
It's quite the bummer.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate that only one team gets out of our district. I really think that Garaway and Highland can definitely get a first and second place without a doubt at state. Not saying which one would be first, but
we know where your heart is. It's all right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a bummer because I really think that at some of the districts where they get out 4, I feel like they could only let them get out 3 and give us 1.
Sure.
But yeah.
So as the season wrapped up last year, obviously golf is a fall sport, but man, you really got to play all season long, whether you're playing outside when it's cold or you're going to a local indoor facility and hitting balls all winter and trying to really keep your swing and keep your game going throughout the winter. And as you get back into spring, as the weather breaks, so to speak, here in Ohio, it could be May, it could be March. You never know here in Ohio, but you get back out there and you start hitting again, and something popped up for you at the beginning of the year that really is why we're here today to talk about. You got to really take advantage of an awesome opportunity to go over to Scotland and play some golf. Talk to us about that process in the beginning and how you were selected to go over there and, perform and play golf.
Yeah, absolutely. So in last July, I received an email from Michaela Johnson, our coach, and Chip Amicone. And it was an email inviting me to Scotland for, they do it through Go Golf Tours. It's a great opportunity, and I really didn't expect anything like it to happen. I feel like it was just an opportunity of a lifetime, and they take 25 kids from around the United States. Lucky enough, I was one of those kids, and I'm just super fortunate for the opportunity.
So tell us a little bit about the experience. I believe you left in, I believe it was June, early to mid-June is when you went over. Summer, catches up to us. We're getting busy, and I was able to finally catch up to you and talk about this. But, you were over there, I believe, for 10 or 12 days and get to play golf on some of the most renowned courses that we hear about, watching golf on TV with the PGA Tour guys and the Live Tour guys probably even play on these courses. But talk to us about the experience of playing on the I believe you said it was 6 courses that you played on,
Yeah.
and right before the British Open, which was last week, and it was kind of neat to see those guys playing on those courses over there. But talk to us about some of the courses you played on and what the play was like over there.
So we played 6 different courses in 8 days. We played the first 2 days. We started at the Royal Dornick Championship course and Struy course. The first day we played the Struy course kind of as a practice round. I thought it was unbelievable. It was the greens were what caught me off guard because I was expecting them to be super fast, but they weren't. They weren't. It was odd. Um, they felt fast even though they weren't. They were very spongy and hard. Your ball would bounce even if you left it short. But after the Shuri course, I thought it was amazing. The views were great. It took you right next to the ocean. The next day then we played the Royal Dornick Championship course, and for anyone that doesn't know, it was at one point ranked as the #1 course in the world.
Awesome.
It was definitely an honor.
Was it hard
to play that course? It was. We unfortunately we didn't get to play the championship tees there.
Oh, yeah.
But it was hard from start to end.
Do you roughly know how long the tees? What was the total yardage that day that you played from?
I think it was par 70. If I looked at a picture, I took a picture of the scorecard, but I want to say it was around 62 to 64, I think.
Okay.
So not super long, but very tight fairways.
Sure.
Lots of fescue, water. It was tough. Lots of green side slopes.
Did they have the pot bunkers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of
Did you have to hit out of them?
I did. They're annoying. They're annoying, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they look annoying on TV. You're sitting watching the British Open, you're like, the guy hits it, and it looks like he's about 16 feet below the lip of the bunker, and you're like, how's he ever going to get out of this? And
exactly.
some guys struggle to get out of them.
Exactly.
I don't hit out of bunkers very well, but, I couldn't imagine hitting out of those. I bet they were tough.
Oh, for sure. Like, the courses around here, when you hit it in a fairway bunker, you have a chance of, getting it out and hitting it at the green, but there you have no chance.
Just get it out and live to fight another day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You have to sometimes just hit it backwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't always go forwards.
Did you run into any of the crazy weather that you see on TV sometimes with the rainy, windy, blowy, cold maybe?
Yeah, it was definitely cold. I never wore shorts there.
Really? Okay.
There were probably a few days where you could, but it was always windy. We did have some sun, but it was very bipolar. At one point, we got to Brora, one of the courses we played at. We got there at 9 a.m. I think, and it was sunny. It was perfect. It was calm. We teed off, and it was windy and rainy.
Gotcha.
And it came out of nowhere. It was something you never expected, but definitely windy and rainy, and it never really downpoured. It was just a thick mist that got pushed by the wind. It didn't feel great.
Take a break here. Can you go in and turn? No, you're good. Go in and turn off the air conditioner, please. Didn't even think about that, and it's running. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna pick it up, but you never know.
Yeah.
My luck, we're gonna get hit with a fire truck or something. It's probably pretty loud by your house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. When it screams up through the valley here, it's like, woo! It gets you out of the. All right, so we'll go into talking about the bracket play.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think how I should phrase it. So So the next day after you experienced some of the cold and windy and rainy day and misty day, as you mentioned, you got into what you mentioned, bracket play off the air. And talk to us a little bit how they paired you guys up and how they determined who you were going to play and when you played and who you played and where you played.
So the first day we played at the Shrew course, practice round. After that, we went to a dinner, and it was random drawings for who played who in the bracket. The bracket was between, there was a boys' side and a girls' side,
Okay.
and set up between all 25 of us. And I mean, it was really as simple as that. There's no other way to really.
So
Explain it.
when you go to bracket play, so then the next probably 5, 6, 7 days, you guys were playing. You would play a certain person, and then if you won, you played the winner, kind of like the March Madness
Correct.
bracket,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
So
right,
how did
right.
you do bracket play, and tell us some of your scores at some of the courses?
Yeah, so I ended up winning the individual bracket. I was
Awesome.
individual champion. It was the scores were it was a little bit different keeping scores because it was all match play.
Okay.
It was we never played stroke play, all
Okay.
match play. But if I had to give you a rough average, I probably would have been right around a 74, 75.
Okay. On those courses, that's extremely good. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so how many do you know? Did you eagle anything? Did you have any birdies? Obviously, you had some birdies probably, but
Yeah, so it was funny. The first day, it was a short par 3,
yeah.
and everybody was there. We were the first tee time out. Everybody was there. Everybody was watching. I ended up birdieing it in front of everyone. I made like a 25-foot putt
Oh,
on
goodness.
the first green.
That's
it was
awesome. That
it
is
was very
awesome.
unexpected, but that same day, I chipped in for eagle on one of the par
Awesome.
5s.
That's awesome.
And
How far away do you know?
It was a chip shot. It
Just a
was
little
probably
chipper.
like 20 yards, something
Okay.
like that. But
That's awesome. So you she champion of the bracket play. Do you know who the girls winner was? Was she from around here? Was
she was from Michigan.
Michigan? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. And that's a state we don't like very much, right?
Michigan.
There you go. But so a great experience over there, and you got to go over. And did your parents get to go, or were you just kind of on your own?
I was on my own.
Okay.
My parents
Okay.
didn't get to go.
But I'm sure you got a lot of great videos and pictures
Oh, yeah.
and all kind of good
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
over there. Well,
Yeah.
awesome. So now you're back here in the States, and the summer's winding down. Summer essentially for high school fall sports athletes is essentially over. This is your
Right.
last weekend, and fall sports starts on the 29th. So talk to us a little bit about what you expect. And changes happened at Garraway in the off season, and you guys got a new course to look forward to, and of course some of the same teams you're going to play that you play every year. But kind of give us a preview of Garraway golf coming up here in the fall.
Yeah. So everybody at Garraway, we're ready and we're excited for the season to get started. Obviously, we lost 2 of our top 3 in Carter, Miller, and Kashawn.
Yeah.
It hurts to lose them, but I'm thinking we're gonna have some younger kids step up and do good for us. I like the course that we're at now. Unfortunately, we had to leave Black Gold and go to Zor, but they treat us great there.
Good.
They've got a great practice facility. I think we're all ready and excited for Monday.
I think that's what it's about in this area, even for young golfers. When you get a local course that's going to treat you well and make you feel at home when you go there and play and let you host your Pirate Invitational and your other home golf matches and really treat you guys and the other area teams like Zor does. And Zor is a great golf course, one of my favorites in the area. Love playing there. Haven't been able to play much the last couple of years, but when I do get out and get to play Zor, it's a fun course. So, what do you know about Zor? What are you hoping to achieve there?
I've played Zor for quite some time, but now I'm starting to learn the ins and outs of it, and starting to learn the shortcuts. But love the greens, fairways, everything. It's great. It is new for the younger kids.
Sure.
Just being, especially just learning the game. It's a great course for them because it gives them a little taste of everything
Sure.
at that course.
So I during football season, we always ask a coach, the seniors. What do they mean to the program? Last year's seniors, you mentioned 2 of them there just a couple of seconds ago. What do they mean to the program? What did you learn from them over the last couple of years with Carter and Keyshawn?
Yeah, they were great. They were always fun to be around. You never had a dull moment with those guys. Really, they always kept me positive.
Good.
I remember I'm playing with Carter. Sometimes we can get down on ourselves if we start off bad or just it's just not our day.
Sure.
And we were always there for each other, rebound each other, and yeah, it's tough losing those two.
Now you're in that seat. You're the senior. How many seniors are with you this year? Is it just you?
It's three.
Three seniors. You got 3 seniors on the team. Who are the other 2? You guys obviously going to pick up that leadership role and take these young kids under your wing and show them what Garraway golf is about. So talk about the other 2 seniors as well.
Yeah. So Nick Moss and Chet Troyer. Nick, I don't even remember the first time I took him golfing. It was back in elementary school, and he's a great guy to be around too. He loves having a good time on the course. He works hard. He really does, and he listens. He listens well, and so does Chet. Chet's been there. I didn't always know Chet until middle school when we played basketball together. And he's coachable. He's a good kid. He brings a good attitude always, and he's right there. He'll be right there for us. I
Awesome.
think.
And obviously, being with the Garraway program your whole career, the athletic department does so much for all of the athletes, not just golf and basketball and football and girls volleyball and all of the sports there at Garraway. How fun is it to be a part of that athletic program and that administration that takes such good care of you guys?
Yeah, it's amazing. I really do think that the athletes at Garraway are very blessed with where we're at. The things that we receive and the opportunities that we have is just, I don't think it's matched by any other place. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I don't think there's a better place to be than Garraway. And
Now talk to us a little bit about obviously going into your senior year, and if you had some advice to give to your teammates or other kids that are maybe looking to get into golf or that are playing golf and as successful as you have been, and you're going to go on to college and you're going to play at that level, what advice would you give to a young kid that's maybe going into his freshman year or going into his junior year and really trying to advance his game? What advice would you give them?
I think the advice that I would give would be short game, short game, short game. I think anybody can hit a long ball. I think anybody can hit a drive, but it really just comes down to 120 yards and in. Because that's really where you score at.
Because a 2-foot putt means the same as a 300-yard drive.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
So, who would you give your credit to? Obviously, your brother was a really good golfer, finishing up, I believe, his senior year. Am I right? Is he going to be a senior?
Yeah, he'll be a senior.
He'll be a senior at Malone, and doing great things. And he did great things for the Garraway program. And then you come along. It's. Who got you playing golf? Was it your brother? Was it your dad? Was it somebody else in the family?
So I think my dad originally took us both out, and then once my brother fell in love with the game, he would take me out with him, and we both fell in love with it. We golf as much together as we can. It's always super competitive.
Awesome.
And we love playing together.
So who? I'm gonna put you on the spot. You go out and play 18 right now. Who's winning? You or your brother?
Right now, I'm still taking me. Even though I might not win.
Gonna bet on yourself, right?
I'm gonna bet on myself.
There you go. Is there a course that he is better at than you?
Yeah, he plays better at Union.
Okay.
But I'll beat him at Zor.
Okay, there you go. What's the home course for Malone? Where do they play?
They play at Tannenhof.
Okay, and so have you played there before?
I have not played at Tannenhof.
So you get him off his home course.
Right.
Get him somewhere. A neutral,
right.
a neutral course, right?
That's right.
And so when's the last time you guys played, and who won?
We played. Actually, we went to South Carolina. We got to play Harbortown.
Did you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time we played, and He beat me
Did
there.
he?
Yeah, he
Okay.
beat me pretty badly there.
Now, so what's the difference? I know that golfing is a little bit different down south. The grass is different. The humidity is terrible.
Yeah,
You
right.
think humidity's bad here.
Yeah, just
Down
wait
there,
till
it's
you
like
go
a
there.
million percent. You walk outside, you start sweating. So, but what's the golf like down there, and why do you think it was he beat you so bad?
Honestly, I just think
You
I
had
had
the
an
beach
off
on your
day,
mind, didn't you?
and I'm not a beach guy.
No,
but
no?
no. I think I had an off day. He played really good. He turned it 2 under.
Oh wow.
And yeah, he played really well. But I mean, the course was tough. I thought it was pretty tough. It
Was
was
that before the PGA event or after the PGA event? Do you know?
it was after.
After. Okay, so
yeah.
it was still set up probably for the PGA event, so it was probably
Yeah.
still a little rough, a
Yeah.
little tough.
It was tough. It was tough for
Awesome.
sure. Even if you hit the fairway, you still had trees in your way.
So obviously you made a decision, I believe a week or so ago. We talked over the weekend, and if you want to talk about it, we can. If you don't
that's
want to,
fine.
that's
That's
fine
fine.
too.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mentioned it a little bit ago. You're going to go on to the collegiate level and play golf. You recently have committed, and tell everybody where you're going to continue your golf career.
Yeah, so for the next 4 years after my high school career, I'm going to go pursue my talents at Cleveland State University.
Awesome. So what made you decide Cleveland State?
Honestly, I just liked it once I got there. Even though people they may say it's just bad because it's the middle of the city, middle of Cleveland, but I really didn't see that, and I like both the coaches. They've had a great program there. They've got a very nice indoor facility, and I really like that they keep a 7-8 man roster. They keep a small roster, so gives you a lot of opportunities there.
Awesome, and obviously you're gonna when the season starts in college golf, it's probably like February, so you're probably gonna be down south for a couple weeks, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
A little cold to play golf in
Right,
February up
right.
here, but you get to go play Division I golf at Cleveland State, and that's what are you looking forward most? Obviously getting through your senior year here at Garraway and finishing strong, and hopefully getting that. Singles title coming up here in a few months, but what are you looking forward to as you go on and get to Cleveland State? What is PGA on your mind, or you just want to try to get your game as best you can, get your degree, and move on?
Yeah, I really want to get my game as good as I can get it. I do think that I want to give it a good run at the tour and playing professionally. Whether I make it or not, we'll see.
Sure.
But I'm definitely going to give it a good shot. But at Cleveland State, I'm really looking to grow and create new friendships, and just really learn how to score better.
Awesome. Well, Trace, I know you're busy, and you went out and played today, and I know you haven't been home yet, but you jumped over here, and we were able to catch up about your trip over to Scotland. We really appreciate it, and here at everybody at Big Z Sports, nothing but the best this fall. We look forward to hearing great things from you, and anytime you get pictures or anything, you do anything great, make sure you send them over. We'll post them up on social media for you, and good luck, and we'll see you out on the course.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Trace Gibson joining us here on our Big Z Sports interview series here this summer. Of course, summer wrapping up, and we're getting ready to head into fall sports. And, of course, fall sports means high school football, and that's what Big Z Sports focuses on in the fall is football. So we'll have our two-a-day segments coming up here real soon. Be looking out for those on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Big Z Sports on YouTube, and our social media as well, Facebook, Instagram, and on X. For Trace Gibson, I'm Joe Geckler saying so long, everybody.